Hey, welcome to day number 2 of this progressive 30-day meditation series. Last time I gave a brief overview about yogic meditation. I also went through some movement exercises that are great preparations for your meditation practice. So everything that we do is going to be cumulative. It's going to be adding up day after day, kind of. And I won't be going over everything again. You can always go back to the previous video, and I recommend, if you're just starting this series, go back to day number 1. And I also recommend don't rush ahead to the other days, because the whole point here is to take baby steps and gain momentum and then build a solid habit. So one thing I wanted to talk about in regards to meditating is that we're doing a meditation practice. Meditation is actually a state that you kind of achieve, but not really through thinking your way there. It happens. And there are a whole bunch of preceding things you do to help you enter that state, and I talked about those last time. So we covered movement already, and today and the next several videos, we're going to cover some specific breathing practices that help to promote relaxation and therefore will bolster your meditation practice. Today's very basic breathing exercise is a simple pattern breathing where you're going to be exhaling twice as long as you inhale. Now, a common pattern is to inhale for 4 counts, and those counts can be whatever you like, 4 seconds, and exhale for 8 counts. So you're exhaling twice as long as you inhale. And it doesn't have to be exact. You can modify this. The counts can be 3 and 6, 4 and 8, 5 and 10, etc. But the whole point is to exaggerate your exhale, which promotes relaxation. So just spend a couple of breaths here with me. Before we do that, actually, check in how you're sitting. And like usual, I'm going to encourage you, because right now I'm sitting at the back of my chair. I want you to come all the way forward to the very front of your chair and sit up tall. And this is how we always want to start our practices, our seated movement practices, breathing practices, and meditation, so that we can fill up the chest and the lungs as much as possible, and so that we're also kind of energetically at an even spot. We're not relaxed too much and sagging. We're not overly excited. We're just perfectly vertical, right in the middle. So let's start that breathing practice. And one thing that can be helpful is if you put a hand on the belly and a hand on the chest to help get some feedback. I know you can't see my lower hand, but I have one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. I'm just going to spend a number of breaths here, inhaling for a count of 4 or 3, and exhaling for twice that amount. So go ahead and just try this a couple of times. Let me cue one breath here. So inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can continue on your own. And you can breathe in the nose, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the nose, however you would like for right now. Just breathe. So you probably already feel a little bit more relaxed from what you previously felt. And just stay here for a couple more breaths. You can take a longer exhale if you want. You can make it longer than 8 counts. You can make it 3 times as long as your inhale. So now we're just going to do our 2 minutes of meditation and move right into it. So don't worry about the breath at this point. Just let it go and keep the eyes either open or close them. And let all of your focus now begin to turn inwards. I'm going to start my meditation timer in just a second. Take your marks. Go ahead. So open your eyes, come on back to the video, to your room. So I know I, again, didn't give a lot of instruction around the meditation. It was just sit and be. And like I said before, we'll get a little bit more. And something interesting to note here is between yesterday and today, this is the biggest jump in percentage of time spent meditating. There's a 100% increase. So each day should be getting a little bit easier, actually. You might not find that's the case, but we're going to be adding another minute tomorrow, and I'll be going over another breathing exercise you can do. Over time, all the supplemental material that I'm offering, it's not that you have to do all of it, it's that it helps to incorporate the pieces that work for you. So a little bit of movement, breathing preparation, and finally your meditation practice, or your really what starts as a concentration practice. And we'll get more into that later as well. These are all things that will help you out. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 3, where we will be doing 3 minutes of total time meditating. See you then.